Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be reviewing some Greenville suggestions. You guys seem to enjoy part 2 of me reviewing some Greenville suggestions, so today I'm going to be reviewing Greenville suggestions again. But yeah, if you do end up enjoying today's video and you do want to see a part 4, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and smash that like button for a pet mouse. Trust me, it works. Anyways, let's waste no more time and get right into it. Alrighty, so the first suggestion happens to be seatbelts. So basically, if you get into an accident and you're wearing a seatbelt, you won't get ejected from your vehicle. But if you're not wearing one, you will get ejected from your car. Yes, having a seatbelt feature would actually be pretty cool, but I don't know about the eject feature, especially if you're not wearing a seatbelt. I have no idea how that would work, and I'd say it'd be a kind of a weird feature to be added to Greenville. Even though some of the accidents I've seen in Greenville, it would actually make sense why someone would be ejected from their vehicle. But yeah, in your own opinion, how would you feel if Greenville added a seatbelt feature? Alrighty guys, so the next suggestion we have here happens to be an updated airport. I believe a lot of us would actually like a revamp of the airport. Of course, it's basic, so I can actually see why people do want a revamp of the airport. And I think a lot of people do want an interior inside of the airport. That would actually be pretty cool, and especially a better runway. The runway we have in Greenville right now it's okay. We need a better runway with lights, especially lights, to make the airport look a little bit more realistic. Even if we don't get an updated airport, it'd be pretty cool to see a revamped runway at the airport. So the next suggestion we have here happens to be an ambulance interior. This is actually a really good suggestion, but I doubt it'd actually be added, as a lot of our emergency vehicles actually do not have interiors. But if an emergency vehicle were to get an actual interior, I'd say an ambulance actually has a great shot at it. But yeah, a really good suggestion. Alrighty guys, so the next thing we have here happens to be a weather app for the GVOS phone. This was actually a planned feature. I actually made a video about this probably like around 2 years ago, where I got some exclusive info about the GVOS device before it was even released in the game. But yes, there was a weather app, but I have no idea what happened to it. I'm so surprised we did not get a weather app when the weather system released. But yeah, that is definitely a feature we're gonna need for GVOS, because GVOS is kind of basic and not a lot of people actually use their GVOS phones anymore. I feel like the only reason someone would actually use their GVOS phone is for the free cam menu. Also, of course, messaging. But yeah, overall, GVOS is just not really usable, at least for me. So the next thing we have here happens to be add more guns for police and criminals. Overall, I kind of doubt we'll ever get this type of feature where we'll actually get more guns for the police department, but I wouldn't be so surprised. With the amount of updates the emergency services team have actually been getting, I would not be surprised if we do actually get more guns added to the police team and also the criminal team. Like bro, give the criminals a taser. Also a baton, because why not? So the next thing we have here happens to be a remote start feature. This would actually be really cool, especially for roleplay. Alrighty guys, so the next thing we have here happens to be another thing for GVOS. This happens to be add more apps to the GVOS phone. And this is a thing we actually need like right now. The GVOS phone is not that usable, at least for me, and I find the GVOS phone to be kind of useless. But to add more apps, it would bring more people back to the GVOS phone. But yeah, add more apps would actually be pretty cool for the GVOS phone because it doesn't really have that many apps right now. Alrighty guys, so the next thing we have here happens to be tow trailers and tow different things based off your vehicle's payload. This is actually really cool. I really want trailers in Greenville, and it's been a planned feature for quite a long time now, and it's still not in game. As of now, I think this feature is still being worked on. I actually wouldn't be surprised if it's actually added in an update very soon, but as of now, there's no way to predict when we'll get this trailer update. But yeah, I think a lot of people would actually like, and something that just popped into my mind is trucks having the ability to tow cars. This would actually be a really cool feature. So say your vehicle broke down. You don't want to call a tow service, so you really want to call your friend rather than a tow service since they have a truck. And say the friend drives to you and they can pick up your car with their truck. This would actually be a really cool feature. This is not based off anything else, but yeah, overall it just popped into my mind, and overall it's an amazing feature. We do actually need this type of feature in Greenville rather than waiting forever for the tow truck to arrive. Like, it legit takes like 3 hours for a tow truck to arrive to your location. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, how would you feel if this type of feature would actually be added to Greenville? Alrighty guys, so the next feature we have here happens to be a dash cam. This is actually a really needed feature. This is not really a needed feature in Greenville, but overall it would be cool for roleplay. So the next thing we have here happens to be folding mirrors. I think a lot of people have actually wanted this feature added to Greenville, but this hasn't been added. But yeah, it'd be very cool to power off your vehicle and the mirrors fold in. That would actually be a really cool feature. Alrighty guys, so the next thing we have here happens to be boats. This is not Southwest Florida, but anyways, if you were to get a boat in Greenville, where would it go? Probably the only place a boat would actually be needed is in the Greenville Lake, but I don't see boats actually being a needed feature, unless Greenville added an ocean. The Greenville Lake is not that big, especially for a boat. But yeah, let me know your guys' overall opinions on that. So the next thing we have here happens to be brake failures and park brake failures. I have no idea how this feature would work. I'm guessing when you brake, your brakes fail. So the next thing we have here happens to be some sort of abandoned department stores, such as Kohl's, Sears, Macy's, and other places like that. This would actually be pretty cool. I mean, we have so many prop buildings in Greenville, so I can see this being a feature in the near future. So we basically already have that, but some of these prop buildings can actually be turned into abandoned stores. That would actually be really cool. So the next thing we have here happens to be public transportation, and I would actually not be surprised if this is actually an ongoing feature Greenville is working on and could be used for roleplay purposes. So how this would work: bus stops and bus stations would be added, and you would be given a route to go pick up passengers and take them to their destination, sort of like taxi but a bus. It'd be pretty cool to have a public transportation job in Greenville. The next thing we have here happens to be a feature that I doubt will ever be added to Greenville. This actually happens to be a trucker job. This would actually be really cool. I would actually like to see semis in Greenville. Maybe this will actually be added when semis are added to game, and also the box trucks. This would actually be really cool if that actually does end up happening. So when semis actually get added to the game, we actually have an interactable job to go with it. Alrighty, so the next thing we have here happens to be working trunks for sedans and pickup trucks. That's actually a cool feature, especially for trucks. I can see this being added onto trucks, but not sedans. But yeah, I think a lot of trucks actually do need this feature. I doubt sedans will actually ever get this. So the next thing we have here happens to be a steakhouse or a diner. I mean, we do kind of have a diner in Greenville. We actually have Leo's Diner. And the final thing we have here happens to be the ability to spawn multiple vehicles. This is a feature a lot of players have actually wanted, including myself. Just say you're at your house, you leave one of your cars at the house, and you have the ability to drive one of your other cars. So you drive that car and leave the previous car at your house, probably in the garage, but it'd be pretty cool to have the ability to spawn multiple vehicles, sort of for roleplay purposes, but at the same time, I could actually see this being used. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about that. Alrighty guys, so we're actually going to throw in an extra one. We actually have being able to rent cars from the Allen Insurance Agency or other places. So car renting would actually be a really cool feature. So having the ability to rent cars and testing them out before you make your full purchase would actually be a really cool feature. But yeah, I think you should be given like 15 minutes to return the car, and if you're actually late to return the car, you actually have to pay a fine. But yeah, it's a good way to test vehicles before you make the full purchase. A pretty cool feature, not gonna lie. Anyways, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and smash that like button for a pet mouse. Trust me, it works. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, what car or feature would you actually like added to Greenville? But yeah, that's really about it. Hope you guys enjoy, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.